What's up, guys? Been a little bit since last video. Not gonna lie, I got a little bit disheartened. Videos aren't doing as well as I'd hoped, but we've all got to start somewhere, hey? So we're back on this old girl today. I have done a bit of a mischief and pulled all the wiring out of the car. It's not great. It is all brand new wiring, and that's why it looks like that. So I've got to actually, I started on it, like as you can see, I've started like some of it zip tied together and whatnot, but we've just got a hold of this guy, a MSD 6 BTM. Now that is a boost timing master, and so that we can make it pull timing, because unfortunately we're taking the methanol off it and we're going back to petrol, because we did all sorts of horrible testing. We sat the carby like up here to try and eliminate it not running, all sorts of stuff, and it just wouldn't work. So back to petrol, throw the boost timing master in it, wire it in, and probably have to put it on the dyno, and all this before 14th of May. 14th of May, I've got a special invite from Hayden Butler. The dude always looks after me. I love him. He's awesome. Yeah, he always invites me out, and the last few years the car's been in the shed and I haven't been able to go and do it with him, for him, and that's made me pretty upset myself. So I'm on the push to get it done, and yeah, I'll try and document it. I don't know what to look at. I don't know what to do. I can try and do a time lapse of me wiring, but it's a slow process. And yeah, the rest of the car is pretty much ready to go. Literally just wiring and get this carby sorted out. I am now going to be on the hunt for a carby, because I only have a 650 vac secondary and I'm not stoked on a 650 vac secondary. I'd rather have it double pumper. For anyone who doesn't know what a double pumper is, that is my old methanol double pumper that has come off. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for everyone who's subscribed and watched the videos and supported me in that way. I do want to have a good run at this YouTube stuff. I feel like I have a nice car that turns a lot of heads. I feel like I do enough stuff around the place, speedway, drifting, driving speedway, crewing on speedway, working on cool cars. I feel like I do enough of that to document it and see where it goes. But anyway guys, let's see what we can do. So the first thing that we've got to do is that boost timing master has this little dial. So we now have to, part of the reason I pulled the whole wiring out is because I have to mount this guy on the dashboard, and it was just going to be too hard to do it in the car, so I was just started pulling it out. So I'm guessing that I'm not guessing, the spot that it's going to go is next to that gauge there. But first things first, I think I better clear myself a bench as my bench gets shit thrown on it all the time. It is what it is. We're always doing shit out here at my old man's, and if we've got to clean up a little bit of mess to do anything, then so fucking be it. So not the best cleanup, but it's a bit of bench for us to work on for the day. What I'll do is I'll blow it off now, and we'll get to work. Alright guys, so that's what I'm sort of thinking. Got a couple of dots here lined up somewhere there, and that's what I'm sort of thinking, something like that. Alright, so I've got it all mounted up. It looks pretty good in my opinion. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to drill a hole as big as this plug to get the wire through the dash. Fortunately enough, I have a couple of rubber grommets. Not stoked on how it's probably going to look, but I can't see another way of getting it through the dash without chopping wires and resoldering wires and all that sort of jazz. I did have a bit of a look and see if I could work out how to get the pins out of there, but I can't work it out. So I guess it is what it is. Guys, so it's been a few hours, but this thing's been kicking my butt all day. We've made an extension on my plate that was mounted under the dash, so we could mount the MSD. We've got the dash itself modified for the boost retard button, or knob, should I say. And yeah, it's been kicking my ass, so now we've got a die grind. A few spots, it's a bit hard to see because it's dark. A few spots in the dash to let that plate sit down nice and flat, and it will just miss, I'm hoping just miss the MSD box on the hump. There's a hump that goes like that on the firewall. Hopefully it will just miss that and sit in there really nice. If not, I'm gonna have to modify see the little rubber grommets that it's mounted on. I'll have to modify them to make it fit. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night here. This will probably have to go into tomorrow now. I've done all this today and went to sit the dash back in, and the kill switch lines up perfectly with where we mounted the MSD, and I don't know if I'll be able to show you, it's hitting. So everything from today is pointless. I'm a little deflated, but this is cars and modifying. I think tackle it again tomorrow and make it work. Just a quick video to show you where it's going to hit. Like, that's got to go in the width of my 2 fingers, and there's not that much room down there, unfortunately. Alright, well, I know I said I was going to leave it, but It's eating me up inside. I think I have a solution. That's sitting flat against where it needs to be. I'll pick this up. Pull him out of the way. All I did was drop it under that. Cut this. Got to cut it right out, but cut that. And moved it down that way. It means all my wiring is going to be too long and whatever, but if I tuck it up under there, no one's going to see it anyway, right? I know that's probably not the best answer, but it's all I've got for now, and I have an event in 12 days or whatever it is. So I think that's just gonna have to be it. Drill some new holes in here, put some riv nuts in that, and yeah, hopefully we can bolt that all in pretty much how it was, just same but different. Yeah, let's see how we go. Alright, so just touching in. It's been about 3 or 4 days. Got the old girl out of the shed. We actually did some test burnouts yesterday, and the ignition system's pulling timing and doing everything we want it to do. Unfortunately, I haven't filmed a lot. I think the last film that I did as of this point is probably when I was grinding with a time lapse. Yeah, that's probably what I did last, when I was trying to fit up the power board. When I was trying to fit up that board that I've got all my electrics mounted to. So yeah, I'll get some photos and stuff of that, but it's actually a nightmare in there with wires at the moment, because we just a little bit under the pump too, but we're just sort of throwing stuff together to make sure it works. And then there's potential I'm going out on Thursday night, which today is Tuesday, so I've got tomorrow, got to go and do a bunch of stuff with the family, and then, which would be Wednesday, and then Thursday I've got all day Thursday to be out here making sure everything's ready to go. Car's running super rich, I believe, but I'm not really up on how to read the AFR gauge, but I'm more still learning. And yeah, so I was throwing a few clips of it. I think I've got 2 good ones of it doing little test burnouts, just to see how much boost it made and that it was pulling timing. And yeah, I might just make a few snaps of maybe that board if I get it tidied up tonight. And I actually have a rev video of when we first got it fired up too, so alright guys, excuse the hairdo, but we're in the car. This is what I have to deal with. As you can see, we got this plate mounted and the MSD's mounted, but we threw all the wiring together just to see if it's going to work. And yeah, so now it's up to me to tidy it all up, not get lost, make sure it's all good. Alright guys, well, after 4 or 5 days I'm pretty burnt out. We pushed extremely hard to try and get this thing out Thursday, which is about a week and a couple of days before the event. It is what it is. We started it up, as I mentioned before, I think in the video, we did a couple of test burnouts. They went really well. The power steering pump shit itself as that point, like when we did the test burnouts. So we threw another one on from another car that we have here because we don't have any spares at the moment, and started it up to drive it onto the trailer. I gave it a bit of a rev. It hit the limiter and spat the power steering pulley off the front. So we tried to get it all fixed up and get back on the trailer and take it out again, like to take it out for the Thursday night, and unfortunately it was just too late, ran out of time. We're going to try and go out to a Tuesday night, I think. And yeah, it is what it is. It's all running. The wiring in it is not, I'm not 1,000% happy with it, but it's in there and it will be good enough for the event. It starts, it limiters, it pulls timing, it does everything that we want it to do. So it sounds amazing. I've got a couple of rev videos and of it hitting the limiter, so I'll chuck that in sort of nowish and finish out the video here, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated. I'll try and do a vlog for the night we take it out, and then I want to do another one for the event, which is Power Play, I believe, on the 14th of May. So if you're around, come and say hello.